Hi, this is Nick J. Barrett, and in this video I'd like to talk to you about a very special piece of equipment because we've been talking about lights and what lights to sort of buy and whether they should be fluorescent or tungsten. But you know, I've always believed that through the years working as a cameraman that it's all about the accessories. Yes, you need to have a few good lights, but it's all about the accessories. Accessories are basically good accessories are which enables you to get your light in that place where a standalone isn't gonna let you get because lighting's all about small tweaks and moving it a few inches one way and a few inches the other way. So you know, you need to be able to use or have a good selection of accessories, and a lot of these accessories that are used right the way across this sort of film spectrum or the movie spectrum are not that expensive, but it gets a bit expensive when you're out there shopping, accumulating little bits and pieces here, there, and everywhere. But individually, these are not that expensive. So I'm going to show you the sort of professional version, and then I will show you the sort of a cheaper alternative, and then you can decide. Right, okay, so this is the magic arm. Magic is in magic tricks, arm is in what you have two of. Now, there's two types of magic arm that I've come across. One is this one here with the little wheel that you have here, and the other one is this one here with the lockable arm, with the little lockable arm. So basically, you get this area here is probably about a foot, 12 inches long, and this area here is probably about 12 inches long, just to kind of put it into perspective. So you get this magic arm into the position that you want, and then you pull the lever or you twist the little arm, the little wheel, and it will lock. It will then lock solid into that position. So basically, these spigots here are the same size as the spigot holes you have on the bottom of your lamps. So that you can put your lamps on a stand. Those spigot holes that enable you to put your lamps on a stand are the same as the spigots on the top of a stand that enables you to put the lights on. So basically what I'm saying is these will fit your professional lights. So you put a light on one side, and then on the other side you would have one of these, which is a super clamp. So basically the super clamp fits onto one end and tightens up, and then you have a light on the other end. As you can see, this is actually quite cheap for a clamp. So basically it enables you to basically get a light in a position. So you could clamp this arm onto a beam, onto a banister rail, onto a metal pipe going up the wall, onto some fencing, and basically get your light in that position where you wouldn't be able to get it. Or you can use it with a couple of clamps. You can have a couple of those clamps either end and use the unit as a stabilizing device. You know, if you've got a stand which is got a light on and it's windy and the stand is next to a fence, then you can clamp one side of this onto the fence and then the other side onto the stand that the lamp is on, and then you've sturdied your stand and your light, or you could use it for inside a car stabilization. If you've got a tripod inside a car and you're doing an interior car shot, you know, you can clamp from the tripod. You can have a couple of these clamping from the tripod down into something on the car, like the bottom of the passenger seat slider rails. Or you can get attachments where you could have you could have like one of those suction mounts on the one side and a camera mount on the top, so then you can do like sort of car shots, suctioning it to the outside of the car and then getting wheel shots. So, you know, the Magic Arm, I can't stress enough, is probably the best, the most useful, most used clamp out there. You know, it's got to be said, it really is a very, very good clamp and a must. And you can see here, I mean, you get a sense of the prices. Some of these are slightly, you know, they've got other accessories with them and stuff, so you know they're going to be that little bit more expensive. But the basic Magic Arm isn't actually that, you know, isn't that expensive if you wanted to buy. And there's the, just so you can see, there's the sort of the little camera mount that you would use if you were going to have it, if you were going to use it. Oh look, you got super clamps there for $19. That's good. Or the other way you can use it, here we go, is you could just, where are we? Oh, undertanding clamps. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to save this for another video. You know, so you can see here, you could just go straight into the, you could just have a light going onto the top of there and have that clamped onto some pole, you know, some sort of radiator pole going up this, up the wall basically. And again, get your light tight to the wall. So what about this sort of the other end of the spectrum, if you can't afford sort of like just over $100? Well, there's this version here, which is, this doesn't have the clamps, but as you saw from the last place, you know, the super clamps themselves are quite cheap. But in terms of for the actual unit itself, this is, you know, a hell of a lot cheaper, and it seems to do the job. I haven't used this personally, but for if you were on a budget, this would seem to do the job. And you would be able to you know, get the super clamp. I mean, $19, you could get the super clamp elsewhere, but you know, that one would definitely do the job. So this one would definitely do the job. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, you know, you can talk about sort of what lights all day long, but if you haven't guessed it by now, it's all about the accessories. It's all about the accessories. This has been Nick J. Barrett. I shall see you on another video. Feel free to subscribe if you want to be apprised of other videos as I upload them. You can hit the share button, or you can, or I say or, you can do it all if you like. You can leave a comment if you've got any questions. Don't email me on YouTube because I'm terrible and don't sort of really use that function. So if you've got a question, just leave a comment underneath. That'd be great. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.